Hello, my name is Jeff, and I'm back with another of my hand-built all-tube guitar amps. What we have here today is a 5-watt amp with a master volume and an attenuator, and a full treble middle bass tone stack with reverb and also tremolo. So pretty much everything. I'm not sure what else you could want out of a small guitar amp. This one has an 8-inch speaker and a custom solid African Mahogany cabinet with a beautiful laser cut front panel, and I think it looks and sounds pretty nice. Between the gain knob, the master volume, the attenuator, and a mids pot that really boosts the mids, you can really get a wide variety of sounds out of this thing, from clean to pretty overdriven. Let me play a little bit and show you, and then we can talk about the circuit. So here it is with everything pretty clean. And now let me bring down the master volume a little bit and bring up the gain. Now let's take the attenuator down a little bit, put the master volume back up, and a little more gain. Finally, let's just crank it and turn the attenuator down. So all of that was about the same room volume level, which is not super loud. It's pretty comfortable. It's about how loud I play when I'm playing by myself at home. Before we talk about the circuit, let me say that I do sell all the amps that I make. This one has a tentative buyer, but if you like this kind of amp and this sort of style amp, then you should follow me over on Instagram and see what else I've got coming up. I usually post things there before I post a YouTube video about them. But if you're interested, let me know. I'm always making amps and always selling them. Thanks. So let's take a look at the schematic and see what's going on in this amp. So this first gain stage is taken from a Marshall 18-watt schematic I saw with a few modifications. So this has the tremolo and the first gain stage basically combined in one triode. One half of it drives the signal, the other half drives the oscillator, which is the tremolo for that signal. They share a cathode. I think this is my new favorite 5-watt tremolo version. I like that it's only half of a triode, and you can get some pretty deep tremolo, and I use a double pot for the intensity so we can get some good range. It goes from about a little over 2 hertz to about 10, 11 hertz, somewhere in there. A traditional Fender goes from about 3 to 9, so you get a little slower and a little faster tremolo with some pretty good intensity. Take a listen. So the signal splits off after this first gain stage and heads out to the second stage and also to the reverb. On this amp, I'm using a 6 AW8 tube to both drive the reverb and also recover it after it comes out of the reverb tank. This is a half pentode, half triode tube, and the pentode drives it, the reverb recovers it. I think it works pretty well. The second gain stage is a 6 SJ7 pentode. I tried a few different things in this amp, and this is what I came up with that I thought sounded the best and worked the best. And following that is your treble middle bass tone stack. With the mids control a little less than straight up, you get pretty much a Fender scooped type sound. But as you turn that mids control up, you get a lot more gain and that scooped sound goes away. So for me, I like that Fendery sort of sound when I'm playing quietly and clean, but once I start sort of cranking it up, I want more mids, and this allows you to get as much mid as you want. Finally, it comes to the 6V6 output tube, which is pretty standard, and then to the attenuator. So the attenuator is basically a volume control between your speaker jack and your speaker. On most of my amps, I used resistors for the attenuators, so it gives you a fixed amount of attenuation. On this one, I had this attenuator pot, so I decided to put it in here, it's kind of nice, but you really don't start to get the full effect until it's turned down pretty low. Still, it works great and allows you to sort of fine-tune your desired level of attenuation in a way that the resistors don't. One last feature on this amp is the external speaker jack. When you plug into this, it disconnects the internal speaker, so it makes running it through different cabinets super easy, and it's very easy to try out different sounds. Alright, so thanks for watching, and again, if you enjoy this sort of thing, follow me here on YouTube or Instagram, and hope to see you in the future. Thanks.